Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's Kevin the Full Metal Ginger. This whole video is about, it's pretty special. Probably about 2 weeks ago or so, my buddy James, he's right here on YouTube, I'll leave a link for him. He just hit me up one day and said, hey, I want to send you a whole bunch of stuff, what's your address? And I was kind of like, yeah, dude, you don't have to do that, you know, it's not a big deal, you know, don't even worry about it. And he's like, no, I'm sending you some stuff. And he did, and god dang, he sent me quite a fuckload of shit, man. I was blown away just from opening this, the amount of stuff he sent. He definitely put in way more than he should have, and dude, you want any of this stuff back, I promise you I will give it back to you in a heartbeat. So we're going to go through and look at all this, man. There's CDs, there's tapes, there's records, there's stickers, patches, posters that I forgot to get. Let me grab those, sorry. And yeah, I was pretty amazed by that, to say the least. Yeah, go do me a huge favor and go subscribe to him. He's an amazing dude, and not because he's done all this, but he's just always been cool to talk to me and all that kind of thing. Been supportive of me, you know, for a long time, and I just really appreciate him. He's a great dude. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at everything he sent. We are listening to Mutilation, Remains of a Ruined Dead Cursed Soul. I'm positive we've listened to this before on here, so I'm not really that worried about it. This is kind of a thrown together video because I've been running behind all day. Yeah, I'm recording this Sunday night, and I normally do it Sunday morning, so it's been a shit show today. I'll just kind of show you some of the stuff first. Sent me a few stickers. I got a Bone Hunter one, which is really cool, from the new album. Nexul, Paradigm of Chaos, which I do have another one, I think, somewhere. Devolt, I don't know, records. I should probably know that, but I don't. And we got a flyer for Pelorian, which is very cool. And he also sent me, I gotta find a place. See, that's the one thing that made the desk awesome. I can put some crap down on it. He also sent me some buttons from his Witch Breath project. So he sent me two. I'll probably put one on both vests, so I'll have that with me. And speaking of Witch Breath, sent me this huge poster. So I think I really want to frame that. It's very sturdy and thick, and it is 17 of 20 in terms of copies. So I don't know. It's not going here, obviously, but that'd look cool hanging up on the wall for sure. It's room here. He also sent me this. This is really cool. If you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, go do it already. Really cool poster from Heavy Metal Relics, which I'm a huge fan of. They do awesome work. Probably going to frame this one up too. And yeah, they mentioned him on this, I forget what the video was. I think it was, they were talking about stuff that people had sent them over the, you know, however long they've been doing the channel. So I'm assuming they just sent him this in return, or whatever. Maybe he ordered it. I don't know, but that's really cool. I'm a really big fan of this channel. You guys should be too. Link in the description for them. And, yeah, we'll move on to CDs, which is amazing. And, like I said, Witch Breath, he sent me their demo or EP or whatever it is. The production on here is actually really good. It sounds like a live recording, like you're just rolled up in a bar or something. It just all sounds really, there's a lot of presence to it. You know, it's right there in your face. Really cool. He sent me two copies. I got a 37 and 45 respectively, 50. Very cool. What else? Nunslaughter Devil's Conjuries. Regrettably, I already had this, but it's very cool to have a backup copy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking you at all, dude. I love Nunslaughter. I'm cool with that regardless, dude. I love Nunslaughter. So anything happens to mine, I'll have a backup. Very cool there. It's actually one of the first Nunslaughter releases I picked up. Kind of always listened from afar, but never really, you know, that was the first thing I finally bought for myself. This one is really cool. This is, I forget how you pronounce it, Zemial with Nikita, or Nikta, whatever. This is like some like weird progressive black thrash, but it's really not all that, well, it is progressive and it isn't. It just, you know, one-man project from Greece, kind of reminds me of, like maybe, Death Hammer or Disaster, you know, pretty much that kind of thing, with a little bit of progressive elements into it. There's no CD in it, so I had to listen to it online, but still, I don't give a fuck. Really fucking cool. And then we have the last release from Elitist, this Fear and a Handful of Dust. This is the last release they put out before they became Bastard Feast. They changed their name and all that. This is like some sludgy death crust or something out of Portland, Oregon. Definitely not something I'm used to listening to at all. So it took me a few spins to kind of get the gist of it, but it is really interesting for sure. Definitely something I need to spin a little bit more to kind of get more of a feel of it. But I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was really cool, really interesting. Definitely not something I'll listen to all that much. So it's kind of nice to expand your horizons and broaden yourself a little bit, I think. So definitely one of the coolest things in here for sure. That's another thing I was going to say about that Zemial album. I really, really think that's amazing shit for sure. Next, moving on to some tapes. Damn, I thought this video was going to take way longer than this. It probably will at some point. This one, I cannot find any information on it at all. I don't know if this is a local band in his area or what is going on with this. He might have even told me. It's just escaping me right now. So I'm just kind of having a problem with that. But I looked this up, man. I found like 6 or 7 different bands with the same name, but none of them are this band. But this is Vitriol. This is their 2017 demo. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about this. It's like maybe Black Death, I guess. It was just really hard to hear. Extremely lo-fi. Either that or my tape deck has almost completely had it. I cranked that thing up as loud as it would go. I just could not hear much of what was going on. The drum beat just sounded like, I don't know, like you're banging a drum like way deep down in a cavern or something. That's really all I could hear. It just seemed very distant. Everything seemed really distant. I don't know if that's what they were going for or if it's just my tape deck crapping out. But that being said, what I could hear of it and make out, it seemed pretty cool. Definitely worth checking out. But again, I could not find any info on them whatsoever. It comes on a really cool green tape, or a green shell. I guess it's another Portland band. Maybe it's just local to him. Talking about recorded in California, but you know, engineered in Portland and mastered and all that kind of thing. So there's the J card, and it's just a 3-song demo. But from what I could hear of it, it seemed really interesting. It's just hard to make out. So I mean, that's just kind of where I am with that. But it's just. Don't get me wrong, I am really, really grateful. This is really awesome stuff. I've loved everything he sent me. This is by far the best care package I've ever gotten. And it's limited to 200, and I have number 19. And to be honest, this is one I've only spun once or twice, so I definitely need to hear it again. I was distracted every other time as well, which, no excuse, but, you know. So that's why it's kind of like, I just don't know anything about it. Next up, this one is fucking amazing. I'm so happy to have this one. This is Abominablood, I guess. I probably fucked that up. Abominablood, Subterranean Prophecy. Woo, this is some awesome shit. This is their 2016 release, I think. I guess it's their 2016 release. Really, really cool stuff. Black Death from Argentina. To me, it's that kind of death metal where it's, or Black Death, where it's got a little bit of death metal undertone. Like you got all this black metal, and then just like you got a little bit of death metal, just kind of giving it a little bit more bottom girth to the sound, if that makes any sense at all. You know how horrible I am at describing music. Apparently on tape, it's limited to 100 copies. There's the J card. The artwork looks really, really cool. It's just very dark, very primitive, very knuckle dragging. I just love the way this sounds. The guitars on this are just brutal. Really searing, really just barbaric. I just absolutely love it. Would definitely recommend this band and definitely go pick up some more of them for sure. I'm assuming it's a one-man project. I mean, there's only one dude in here, and frankly, I've not listened to this band before this. I knew of them, but I've never really gotten around to listening to it. But it's a very cool release. I would highly recommend picking this up, as well as some other work. There's several releases that maybe like 4 or 5, but it's very, very cool. It's this one came out on El-Razor Records, which I believe is an Argentina label. I'm not positive on that. But, yeah, man, absolutely brutal shit, man. Love this to death. Go check this out, man. Really, really fucking cool. Abominablood, Subterranean Prophecy. And next, this is one of those that was like, you know, when I opened up the box and saw this one laying here, because this is a record that everyone has been talking about, and I finally, you know, I had not gotten around to picking it up yet, but I finally have it in my possession. So James, thank you so very much for this. Here he is, Shaytan, Way of the Wolf. God dang, it's been a long time waiting for this album. It's their 2016 full length. Dude from the Black Twilight Circle is, you know, is pretty commonplace knowledge right about now. Really cool. I saw the entire lineup that performs this album playing as Valon. I went to see them last month. Really, really cool. The guy who's playing bass for Valon is Shaytan, and this is his project. So to clear up any misconceptions about that, if anyone was even wondering. This is some odd stuff, man. It's like a folky, really cryptic black metal. I really love the inclusion of the flute in here. It just really takes the atmosphere to a new level. I don't know, man. It's just, you're kind of sitting there wondering, like, what the hell is going on with this music? It's just very, very different from what I'm used to listening to. But I thought it was really fucking amazing, to be honest with you. Not much on the J card, but I do love the art. It does come with a, I don't know anything about how the vinyl is, but it comes out with a fold-out lyric sheet, but it's only 2 songs. But, yeah, whatever. Really cool. You can't obviously fit all that stuff if you're going to do a cutout. Fit it into a fucking, cassette case, so I can kind of understand the, limitation there, why it's only 2. So, what I'm saying is I don't know if the vinyl has all the, songs on it in the lyric sheet, if there even is a lyric sheet. That's just kind of what I was saying there before I started rambling on about absolutely nothing. Really cool, man. Just all over the place black metal. Clean vocals, flutes. It's just really, I don't know, desert dwelling black metal, I guess you'd say. That's what I get from it, man. Really, really cool. Shaytan, Way of the Wolf. Outstanding. So glad to have that finally. And then we go to the vinyl, and the vinyl was like the biggest holy shit. Like, why did you even send this to me? I am not worthy of this, but again, James is one amazing dude. Really, the main thing that he talked about when he said, hey, I want to send you some stuff, was he had asked me if I had this album on vinyl. And I told him no, and he said, well, I don't want to send it to you, it's just sitting on my shelf. And he's like, I know it's one of your favorites, so I want you to have it. And I said, oh, okay, cool. So really happy about that. He sent me Dwell, Vermin and Ashes on vinyl. Absolutely one of my favorite Death Doom albums, at least that I have in the collection. This was there for a while, my go-to album when I was just hanging out in here, you know, sewing on my vest or whatever. Just, you know, really, I don't know, just ebbs and flows. You got your high marks, your low marks, your middle parts, slow parts, faster parts, not really, but you know, it takes you on a journey, and I love an album like that. This is actually a compilation. I forget when this came out. 15 or so probably. Cool inner sheet, got your lyrics and band credits there. And I believe the vinyl itself is just on black, so probably not much to show there. Yeah, it's just on black, so nothing really major. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite albums. I love everything about this. Pretty sure it's still up on Hell's Headbangers, man. You go check it out. I actually got the CD copy I have through the 10 for $50 the first time it was up, so yeah, that's how I picked that up. And really, really enjoyed it ever since. Yeah, definitely a really underrated band. No one really talks about them. Of course, they are split up now. Yeah, man, definitely worth a listen if you haven't. I know I've already ranted and raved forever about this album on here, so I don't want to do it too much, but definitely really, really cool to get this on vinyl. It's something I've been wanting to pick up forever, which I'm not really major on getting, you know, multiple formats of the same album, but this one was definitely an exception I was willing to handle, and just really glad to have this. Very, very cool. Dwell, Vermin and Ashes. And this one was probably the one where I said, dude, I need to send this back. Yeah, I was absolutely like, what the fuck are you doing sending this to me? I was going to pick it up anyway, and James definitely sent me the trouble. This is a beautiful, wonderful album. I've been meaning to pick it up since I heard this 4 months ago or so, give or take. yeah, I'm thrilled to have this. This is Sarkrista, Summoners of the Serpent's Wrath. Goddamn, man, it's a beautiful black metal finish band. If you like any of the like finish style black metal, your the Hexen, Baptism, Horna, Satanic Warmaster, Sargeist, all that, this is definitely for you. I would even throw, did I say they're a Finnish band because I'm an idiot? They're a German band. But I would actually throw Moonblood in here. All that stuff, that style of black metal, if you like that, you'll totally dig this. This is an amazing album. This will definitely be on the end of the year list if I do one, you know, which who knows about that. So fucking thrilled to have this album. This is amazing, amazing stuff. Comes with like an inner sheet. Not much there, just credits and whatnot. I do love the photo there. All the, you know, the skulls and candles and altar and all that kind of thing. And you have lyrics on this side. And, yeah, I was actually going to just grab this. I think it's released on CD. I don't remember to be sure, or to be honest, but if I was going to get it, it was going to be on CD, but now I have it on vinyl, and just fucking stoked to have this, dude. James, you are the fucking man. I cannot believe you sent this to me. Again, like I said, if you want this back, I'll send it all back to you. No big deal at all. But, yeah, just blown away by this generosity. This album fucking rules. Yeah, if you get a chance, go check it out. I'll leave links in the description like I always do. So definitely, I mean, check it all out, but definitely check this one out while you're there. Just some beautiful black metal out of Germany. Yeah, it's one of those that I really need to listen to some more. Again, it's fucking late, and I gotta crash out here soon, but just amazing black metal. If you like the Finnish style, you'll definitely dig this. So go check it out. Sarkrista, Summoners of the Serpent's Wrath. And lastly, another one that was like, God damn, what are you doing sending me to this? And when I show it to you, you'll kind of get why. I mean, I don't know how limited this is. It might not be really limited because it's been re-released like 10,000 times. But that being said, it's still like, holy shit. Here's a Mitochondrion. Archeon. Whatever. God damn it. Black metal band out of Vancouver. This is the 2014 Dark Descent repress, I believe. And it just comes on a really cool gatefold. Let me take this book out of here. I kind of wish it was attached, but there's the gatefold there. Very cool. And it comes with this really nice book with a lot of similar art. I think it was that the Hexen album from last year kind of had something like this. And I can't for the life of me turn the pages, but you know, you get stuff like that. Artwork and lyrics, and then like a you know, notes about the songs and all that, which are definitely fun to read. I'm really into that kind of thing. God damn it, I cannot turn these pages. Whatever, man. Just a really cool book. I love these little extras that you get with a vinyl. It's on a double LP. And it is on fucking gold. Holy shit. Yeah. This was the main reason why I was like, dude, if you want this back, I will definitely send this back to you. No big deal at all. Both on gold, but here you got the really, really cool labels. I don't fucking drop them. And here's this side of yeah, the C and D. Really cool. So yeah, man, if you're into anything like Portal or Abyssal or Evangelist, anything like that, this is definitely right up your alley. Really experimental black and death, you know, death black, whatever you want to call it. I know that's like the biggest cliche description I could possibly give, but that's just basically what I hear from it. It's just very, you know, hellish, very haunting, you know, it's just like hopelessness written on an album, you know, it's just one of those that you listen to in a fucking cold, dark room and just think about killing yourself. I don't know, it's the kind of vibe I get for it. Very eerie and creepy and haunting and all that kind of thing. Horrible adjectives, you know, coming from me. I'm getting really fucking hoarse. I've been screaming at the TV all day. But yeah, just amazing album. Everything he sent, totally stoked to have. James, you are the absolute man. I don't even know how the fuck I'm going to repay you for all this, but dude, thank you so very fucking much. So yeah, I believe I've shown everything he sent. Yeah, dudes, do me a favor and go subscribe to him right now. James is an absolute amazing dude. He does not have near the subscribers he should. His channel's way better than mine, I can tell you that much. So, links, go check him out, every last one of them. And go subscribe to this dude, because he's an amazing, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. And it's not because he sent me all this. I'm grateful for it, but, you know, I value his friendship more than all this stuff. It's just, you know, he's an amazing, amazing dude. So yeah, like I said, that's all I have. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you want. Link will be there if you want to subscribe while you're there. Go check out all these bands, great releases, all this stuff. I really appreciate you guys sitting through this. Keep supporting extreme fucking metal. See ya.